Hello guys, welcome to another video with my new hair. I kind of dyed my hair and I hope it's good. It's kind of like I need to adjust to it because it's very new to me, but let's see how it will be and how I will adjust to it. I just kind of also need to adjust my makeup to it, so yeah. But let's start without further ado another video with me. I'm kind of late, so I need to do my makeup in rush because I'm going out with a friend, and I just also wanted to make a quick video to talk about the topic that is very close to my heart, and it's about losing a friend. I mean, when I talk about losing a friend, I don't necessarily mean like losing a friend because they have unfortunately died or something like that, but I'm talking about losing a friend because maybe they were just like toxic and you just didn't want to have them in your life anymore, and maybe they have left you because the relationship was not good anymore and they didn't really put into the effort to just keep that relationship, or maybe your ways just separated and you're going into different directions, so you're not really in contact anymore, and it can actually hurt. So, and you can actually feel it like as a loss, and it can be hurtful. So I just wanted to talk about that because I'm sure like everyone has experiences with that kind of loss, and yeah, I think it just needs to be more um, talked about. I think losing a friend or losing anyone that is just like dear to your heart, it's truly a hard thing to happen, especially like when you go through hard stuff as well in your own life. And it's just a hard thing to happen, but it just unfortunately it's life and it happens to everyone. And I think when it happens, it's just like literally really, really helpful to not be like hard on yourself and be like, I should just be strong and I should never cry and I should never have a mental breakdown and I should never um cry over this loss and be sad for also like few weeks. You can be sad because maybe it's a friend that has been in your life for many, many years and you have a lot of good but also like bad memories in it, and it's totally fine to be sad. I think it's just really, really also important to be actually sad because this is the only way to go through the pain. Like you have to go through the pain to come like stronger on the other side and just find yourself in a different version of yourself again. And I think it's important, like whenever you lose a friend or anyone that is dear to you, you kind of experience this sadness. And when you go through it, and when you let yourself to grieve, and when you let yourself to actually, cry and just have a few weeks that are just like shitty, you are just kind of like allowing yourself to find yourself again, find new emotions again, find yourself as a stronger version again. And I think it's totally important, but it's usually not the case because people are just like always like, I've lost this friend, but I'm strong, so I'm not gonna be sad. I'm gonna move on with my life, and it's gonna come later, like later on in life, later on in a different stage of your life, or maybe in a year, you're gonna be sad and you're gonna cry. You're gonna remember those memories, and you're gonna find yourself like kind of wanting that person back. But if you let yourself to cry and be sad when it happens, then a year after, you're gonna be like, even if you remember those memories, you're going to be like, okay, it happened because of this reason, because maybe the relationship was toxic, maybe this friend was not good to me, maybe our ways just separated and we were both good friends and both good persons, but our just ways, sorry, but our ways just had to be separated because of this and this and this reason, and it's fine. So in a year after that situation, you're gonna be like, you're gonna have the reason why it is fine to be okay. So it's gonna be helpful. I think that is just like something that a lot of us are struggling with. and it happened to me, and I just wanted to talk about it. It happened to me because a friend of mine was actually toxic in my life. Because a friend of mine was actually toxic in my life, and I just didn't want this person to be in my life anymore because this person was not doing any good to me anymore. Even though I had good memories with this person, I had a good connection with this person, but I just didn't want that energy, that negative energy of that friend in my life anymore. And it hurt me, but I let it go. And I still do remember this person. I still miss our time together, but it was the time to let go. And I know the reasons why I let go of that relationship. So that's why I kind of, even today, like I kind of have a reason to calm myself and to, you know, to to just kind of like explain it to myself why it did happen and why I had to go. I had to let go of that relationship. And I think it's really, really important. Also, like another thing that people struggle with is just like people are always like talking like, how can I forget those memories? How can I forget this person? How can I just move on and not remember this person anymore and just like forget this person and be fine? But the truth is, you're not gonna forget this person. It's not possible. Like, you don't, it's not possible unless you kind of lose your whole memory and can remember anything in your life anymore. You're not gonna forget this person because this person, whether good or not, you had memories with this person, you spent time with this person, you liked this person, you even love this person. It's obviously that you're not gonna, be like, one day I'm gonna forget this person, and you can forget this person and not are not going to remember anything about this person anymore. It's just not possible. It's not realistic. It's just like, I think, too, you know too dreamy, and it's just not gonna happen. But if you're fine with not forgetting completely about everything, but let the time actually heal your wounds, and are fine with like remembering these memories and this person again, but just like have those reasons why you let go of that relationship, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. I think like grieving over someone is important, but also knowing the time when you have to let go without necessarily having to forget this person is the key. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you can literally tell yourself, I love this friend, I loved our relationship, I loved at least a part of our relationship together. I built those beautiful memories and also sad memories with this person. And but this friend is not doing any good to me anymore. Or we just grew apart, and grew older, and we're just like grew apart because of that. And it just happened. And because of this reason, I just have to move on with my life, do whatever makes me happy, focus on my goals, and let go of this person. But I still am allowed to feel those emotions. I'm allowed to just like, sometimes remember it, but I have the reasons why I let go. And that makes the difference because you can justify to yourself why it happened. And if you can do that, you're gonna be fine. Even though like it's just part of the healing to also, after a year or two, still remembering those memories, still being sad over it. And you know what? Let yourself be sad for a day, for a few hours, but then move on. Do the things that make you happy. And a lot of people also struggle to move on because they don't know how to move on and what to do to move on, like, after a situation like that happens. I think the best way, especially for me, and I think in general, to move on is just finding other things that bring you joy in life. And I mean by finding other things that bring you joy in life, not necessarily like big things. It doesn't have to be like a big thing yet. You don't have to move abroad to bring joy in your life again and to be happy again. I mean, We all have stuffs that really bring us joy, and they don't have to be like big and expensive stuffs. Like for example, going for a walk and grabbing a coffee, going for a walk and just like being in the nature and just experiencing the nature again by yourself, finding peace by yourself. For example, it can be like that, or it can be like swimming in the sea, or I don't know, maybe horse riding, or maybe going out with another friend, or maybe starting with reading again, a hobby that you kind of neglected during that time and you want to do again, starting painting, or finding stuffs that bring you joy, like traveling. It doesn't have to be like traveling the whole world. It can be traveling to another city in your country. It can be literally small things that will bring you joy again and make you kind of independent and teach you that you can be happy by yourself again, even if you don't have any other friends than the one that you have lost. Because when you do those activities, you will get to know new friends and get to know new people, and they can eventually become your person, like your soulmate in a friend. I mean, not like your romantic partner, but like a friend that is truly your soulmate, that was made for you, that can bring you joy again, that can understand you, that is the friend that you were looking for the whole time and you didn't find it in that ex-friend. So I think it's really important to just like allow yourself to move on, to be sad first of all, but then move on. Because from a time, it's just like it's done. You cannot be sad for a year. You cannot be sad for 6 months. You cannot be sad, because life moves on and you deserve to be happy again. And for that to happen to you again, you need to let yourself be sad, cry over that friend, cry over that friendship, just feel all those emotions for maybe a few days, few weeks, or maybe a month or two. But then after that, you have to tell yourself, it's fine. I'm sad, but I'm gonna move on with my life. I'm gonna set myself new goals, whether it's gonna be like I'm gonna work out again, or I'm gonna start with a dream job, or I'm gonna just like, you know, earn more money by doing more stuffs, or I'm gonna just like go traveling, I'm gonna go for a walk, I'm gonna try a new hobby which can bring eventually good people into my life and help me to be more confident again by myself, stronger again, and more happier again. That is it. You have to do that because life moves on and we cannot be stuck in the same situation forever. That's just not it. And you don't deserve that. Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. And I think it's really, really important to just, allow yourself to be happy again because you deserve it. We all deserve it. And sometimes, some people are just not good for us, and that's fine. That's life. Not everyone should like us, and not everyone should be our friend and deserves to be our friend. Deserves to be our friend. That's also important to know. You're worth it. And you are worth it. You're a hardworking person. You're a good person. You're a person with good heart, and we all are trying our best, and that's the most important thing. So we all deserve to be happy and surrounded by people that bring us joy, bring us success, bring us happiness, and help us to, go further in life and be more successful and happier. And if someone is not doing that for us, and if someone is all the time like bringing bad energy or bad, vibes into our life and is all the time negative and is just bringing us down, then we are also allowed to remove that person from our lives, and that's completely fine. And we should not be, we should really not be sad about it or just like feel guilty about it, because it is what it is. Sometimes we have to make those hard decisions, but at the end of the day, those hard decisions are going to be the best decisions that you make in your life. I just wanted to share that because I see a lot of people struggling with it in my life. And I think these are the topics that need to be more talked about instead of just like talking about makeup. you know, things that are just like more important and are more happening in our lives and can just affect our everyday mood. And also, please, if something like that is happening to you, don't allow yourself or don't let yourself to let your anger and let your sadness um, affect the relationship of you to others that don't deserve that kind of anger and sadness, that kind of anger, because they haven't done anything bad to you. So if you let that, anger and sorry, I need to make this liner a little good. It's really not that good anymore. I just need to make it a little sharper, but I'm just in a rush, so I need to hurry up a little. I don't really have the time. It's kind of look not good. Doesn't look good this way. Yeah. I think like it's better, right? Looks better. Yeah, if you let that anger on other people that have nothing to do with your situation and are just really not that haven't done really anything bad to you, it's really not fair, and it's just it's gonna affect their lives too, and they haven't done anything bad to you, so don't do that, please. And you never know what other people are going through in life, so please be kind. Even though you are in a bad situation, you are in a shitty situation, and you are not really in the mood to really care about other people. I know that it can happen, and it's totally understandable, but it's really not understandable to let your anger on other people because out on other people, because they don't deserve that, and you don't really know what they are going through. Maybe they're in the same situation and they're not talking about it, or maybe they have other issues in life, and if you let your anger and sadness and desperation on other people, they may end up in a worse situation, and you don't want that for yourself, and you don't want that for other people as well. So please be careful with that, and try to minimize your anger by doing other stuff, like going for a run, or just trying boxing, walking, stuff that can kind of calm you down again and help you to move on. I think it's really important, because I see a lot of people who are angry in lives, who are not happy with their lives, that are mean to other people who don't really deserve that. And it's really not fair. It's really, really not fair. So please keep that in mind as well, because we all deserve to be happy, and even though we all go through different stuffs in our lives, we all should still try to be as mindful and as kind as possible, because it's important. And just humanity, I think, needs to be more emphasized. And that's just what I think. What do you think about this makeup though? I just wanted to talk about this topic because I just wanted to be able to share my experiences and help some people, even in small pieces if I can, because that makes me really, really, really happy. And as a sister, maybe to younger generations, which is weird to say, But yeah, I it's so hot. It's getting really, really hot, and I'm really sweaty. But I need to rush because I'm late, and I don't want to be late because my friend is coming from work a little earlier for me, and is compensating it by another day to be able to meet up. And I don't want to be late because it just is a little rude otherwise. And so sorry if I made like some kind of grammatical mistakes, because English is not my mother tongue. I think it's understandable. I've got this one. It's a new one. I'm excited to try it. It's from brand Elf. It's really brownish, and I wanted to give it a try because I really enjoy these days a nude combination. And hope you see me, because of the mirror, it's always like in the picture. Oh, sorry, but I need to do it in a correct way. I kind of like it. What do you say? I kind of like it. I wanna put this one. I like a nude combination a lot. I think it's good. No, not the fixed spray. Fix it. Woo! I'm gonna let my hair this way. I think it's good, right? I'm not gonna do anything special to it. I think they look good. Like with the hair color, I think the makeup matches it, right? It's kind of cool, right? Or maybe a more pinkier makeup would be nice. But I think a nude makeup matches the hair color. What do you mean? Write in the comments, and also write in the comments what you think about losing a friend, and what were your experiences, and how could you heal from it, and what did you do to just like kind of move on. Maybe it can help another person, and that would really truly make me happy. And yeah, till another video, please take care, be kind to yourself, and try to enjoy your life. Bye.